Has it started? Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis, with my amazing co-host, Tamika Francis. How you doing, Francis, sister?
I am good today.
Good today. And if this is
Yeah.
your first time here on Reality Realness, well, welcome. We love having you. Please just do us a favor and subscribe and help build a community of people that loves Love Island as much as we do. So we're here to talk about this exclusive episode number 3 on Paramount Plus. What were your overall thoughts of this episode, Tamika?
I wish they had given us a little more. I don't know. There was something I was like, oh, I like it's good, but I need more. But I feel like that with all the exclusive episodes, and then they're gonna do like 10 minutes of Tuesday's episode with some of this stuff. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's worth it.
Okay, this is the thing. Love Island is already on a lot, right? It's already on 6 days a week with a 2-hour episode on Sunday.
Right.
Well, okay, the Monday episode, I guess, is not actually on because it's on Paramount Plus, but I just don't know why they need to put it on Paramount Plus. That's actually what's annoying me the most about watching this exclusive episode, because I like watching it on my TV because then I can do other things. When I have to watch it on my computer, I can't do other computer stuff and take notes and watch. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, yeah, so I have to watch the episode, the Paramount Plus episode. So I end up watching it like right before I go to bed, so that like I'm in my bed taking notes, watching the episode, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't like the experience as much.
Yeah, I haven't like taken notes. Like, I don't know. It's just I this is what I was afraid of. Like I said last time, there was this lull in the middle towards the end of the season, and unfortunately, I feel like
early.
Yes, I feel like it started with Casa Amor, and then the way certain girls are taking the experience, I think, is ruining some of. And I'm not the type of person who's like, oh my god, I need the drama of my reality shows, but I need personality. I need like
And
if you're going to not like fully engage in what this experience is supposed to be about, I at least need you to be having interesting conversations or interesting outputs of your experience. And
we're not here to watch people meet new guys that they're not interested in and show that they are not going to get to know them. Exactly. That's not interesting. It's not interesting to show your complete loyalty. What is interesting is to see you getting to know people and having conflict. Being like, wow, this person is really interesting, but oh no, like I really like Will, or oh no, I really like Josh, but like I love getting to know this person. That's the conflict is what we're looking at. It doesn't need to be a fight. It just needs to be an inner turmoil and dilemma that they're facing, and what do they do? And I like this person, but I'm loyal to this. Like that's what we want to see.
That's what we want to see, and I think we got a lot of that in season 2. With Sally and Justine, like you could tell, especially with Justine, because she and
I'm sorry, I called you by accident.
She and Caleb had just coupled up, so you could see the conflict because she's like, these are really good guys, but it's still like, Caleb for me right now. But I really, she did all the experiences, she kissed all the guys. Same thing with Sally, kissed all the guys, did all the experiences, really tried to see if there was anybody there that could be a different experience for her than what Johnny was bringing to her. And you could see it that it wasn't there for them. So it was like, oh my gosh, they really tried. And these are great guys. But they really love Johnny and Caleb. They're going to go back for them. Yay, we're rooting for them.
Right? And so then when they come around the corner and we're just like, oh my God, are they going to be by themselves? And like that moment doesn't work unless there was conflict. If you have shut out every single guy and there's no chance that you're not going to, that you might be tempted or your head might be turned, if there's none of that, then the moment of getting back together at the villa doesn't work because there was no conflict. No
And I think
conflict.
we're only getting that really from Shannon, who's really trying.
But I don't feel like she's trying that much with the guys. Like, I think that she's having the conflict of being like, I really love Josh. I like Josh. I'm thinking about Josh. Yeah. But I don't see her getting to know these guys for them to be like, oh my God, like Gabe is amazing. Like, wow, like, do I like Gabe better than Josh? Like, do I like what I have with Josh better? Or am I looking to explore this? Like, I'm not seeing that part of it. I see that she's likes Josh.
Yeah. Well, what did she say this episode? I'm in love with Josh.
Oh, exactly.
I'm in love with Josh, which I knew. But again, it's the sex factor. Like I said, her whole thing comes out to they had sex, and in her head, they should be boyfriend and girlfriend by now.
They are boyfriend and girlfriend in her head without the label. Hi, Ms. Love. Let's just say hi to everybody that's here. Hi, Alexandra. Hello, hello. Randy, no, I've not seen the first look yet. I'll pull it up right now. Hi, MK. First look is out, and Cinco proves he's even more that he's trash. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Brianna. I just watched the first look, and Cinco is about to have a rough night on Twitter. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
I need cash. Okay, we'll go through the episode, but I'm going to tell you my opinion on what I think is going on with Cash. But I just need her to come back coupled up with somebody. And that's
okay. Hi, Shads. Okay, how y'all ladies doing? Let's talk about how crafty Will is. That's a sneaky boy. I mean, he's doing it well, though. He's doing it well. He's not going to get in trouble, I don't think. Like,
he's playing the game. He's playing. I will give Will, that's the one thing that I think has been great about Will not being around Kara. He is playing the game. Will is been openly admitted these girls are fine. I really like them. They give me a hard on, but I am still with Kara. That's who I want to be with. But yeah, I'm going to sleep in the bed, but we got pillows in between. Yeah. But I'm going to have the full conversation with them, talk all night, but I'm still with Kara. Like, that is the conflict that we need.
Yes, exactly. Kashi and Trina need to come back with new guys. I don't know if they're going to, though, because they're not great guys. Good afternoon. Hi, Earth Angel. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Big Reg. Okay, I don't think that it's the OG girls' fault. I just don't think that they are attracted to the Casa boys to even give it a shot. I know. The producers did them dirty. They didn't give them great girls. Well, I don't think the girls are even great either. I don't think that they're Casa Amor people. The Mercedes of it all. Where's the Mercedes? Like,
Wes, Leanne, Slade, they should have been the Casa people.
Yeah.
You could have sent these girls in as bombshells.
Wes came in there for Casa Amor and, like, just came in to, like, turn it up. Like, oh!
Yeah.
Yes, like, I mean, Cash and Trina would be fighting over him, I would assume. And, they didn't do this right. I don't know what the producers were thinking. The 2 dates on the drop felt mostly like interviews, especially with Josh and Kay. I didn't even watch the drop because I was just like, man, Josh and Kay, like that's not a duo.
It was a good conversation. Josh is a pretty basic white guy. He was just like, she was bringing, so she's Jamaican. So she's like, her favorite food is jerk chicken. She likes Erica.
Has he ever had jerk chicken? He's probably like, I never tried it. Like, who's not tried it?
He's like, I haven't had spicy chicken like that. And,
spicy chicken is different. And it's not spicy.
So yeah.
I mean, like, one thing. Okay, I don't eat meat anymore, but I remember when I was like 8, I think it was. I went to Jamaica, and I remember like out on the in the alleyways, like on the street corners, you could get like jerk chicken, and you can get like corn, and like you just get it right off the grill, off like it's kind of like a hot dog stand. And I just remember like that was the first time like I really had like jerk chicken. Like I'm sure my mom made it before, but having it on the streets of Jamaica when I was 8 years old, and then I bought my favorite drink, a ting, and like I had my jerk chicken, and like we shared a corn. Like I totally.
Yeah. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
Like how it's just so interesting to me that people don't have all these experiences. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
definitely, I agree.
Go on, sorry, with Josh and his vanilla-ness.
Yeah, so it was, surprisingly, Josh is a good conversationalist. You could tell she was nervous. He made her feel very comfortable. There was definitely no connection. There was definitely no chemistry. But I think we learned that Kay is a very sweet individual in her own right. I'm not sure why she's going after Cinco. It's just, to me, I don't feel like they're a match.
Well, and I don't even like how she's going after Cinco, kind of being like, I want a shot, like give me my shot too. And it's like, he's like, well, I already kind of have two people that I like already. I don't know if I need to get to know somebody else.
Yeah, really? It's not it. And then the other date was with Raul and Trina, and of course, a lot of the Trina fans are really, they loved it, and they feel like Cash needs to stop being so greedy and let Raul go. And I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, where's this coming from? But I thought it was a good conversation. I still am not sure if they mesh well. But I will say the question, the conversation was not sexual in any nature.
Nice. But I'm wondering if that's because she's not that interested in him.
Exactly. I was going to say that. I think it's because she's not interested in him and not as attracted to him. So the conversation was not sexual in any nature. It was very personable. You learned a lot more about.
Sounds like a friend zone to me. Friend zone.
That's what I thought. But they're going wild that this is the guy for her, and I mean, it might be a good basis to. I don't think there's an initial attraction, but maybe there's a good basis for her maybe bringing him back if they could keep talking. Maybe.
I don't. I mean, I haven't seen the drop yet, but it just seems to me that Trina isn't going to be putting it out there for anybody else. So I don't know what the Trina stands are talking about. Like, Trina is not interested in these men that Cash also isn't interested in. But
right, and she basically said that she has to have a conversation with Cinco. Like, her plan basically sounds like it's going to be to stay loyal to Cinco, but she does have to have a conversation with him because she learned more things from Cash. So it sounds like Cash maybe told her about their last conversation, and so now she's really, really questioning what his thought process is.
For sure. Hi, Netha. Okay, I definitely agree. Even though Caleb turned out to be an idiot, him coming down alone was a moment because we were invested. Exactly, girl. Exactly. Shannon and Kira are just stuck on their guys and don't want to open up. But the drama will soon come when they find out how much fun their guys had. Sips the tea.
I don't see. See, I think Shannon's going to be fine with Josh. I don't think he's done anything to this point that is any crazy.
Well, he gets up and kisses somebody.
Yeah, I think she could forgive that part.
But it's like he took the control of that situation, so I can see her maybe being a little bit annoyed.
Right.
But we'll see how that plays
out.
We'll
see how far Will goes for Kira we'll see where Kira will land on how far.
I mean, I don't care that Will is with Kira right now. Like, I would be after Will. Yeah. I would be. Like, he's giving off the right vibes in Casa Amor. He's giving off the, like, I'm a little bit unattainable, but I'm open and willing. I'm enjoying this experience, but I'm not putting it out there too much. Like, he's playing Casa Amor perfectly.
Yeah,
he knows how to get these women into him. And how he's doing it, he's going to easily be able to get back with Kira if they want. Hi, Nicole. Okay, but he just kissed Flo outside the challenge. Tamika, what do you think?
Did he kiss Flo outside? We
not
don't
yet,
know. That's gonna come tonight because based on the editing, we don't know if he kissed Flo outside of the challenge or if they were doing something and went to the side. Because I think there was one thing that they with Johnny and Mercedes, and he took her to the side and kissed her there. We don't know. Editing is editing, so we have to see.
Yeah, I haven't even watched it yet. I don't even know if I'm going to bother. I don't know if I need more content other than what Tamika's already shared with me about those dates. Giovanni said Will and Kira wasn't real in the interview. Yes, I listened to that, and he's just like, yeah, they're fake.
Yeah, he said they were fake. He said Trina was a stay-at-home mom, that Cinco is better with Cash. He's his real self with Cash, and that if he's smart, he'll go back to Cash. Otherwise, he's going to lose her, and it will be his own fault. And even last night, I don't know I don't know anybody who was on Twitter. Cinco's dad was on there last night because he was upset that people are going after his son. And he was in Twitter Spaces, and he was having conversations with people, and they were asking him, well, who do you think would be better for him? He's like, whoever he feels happiest with. And they're like, well, then you can you give us like some information? He's like, I can't, because I haven't talked to him to know who he felt better with. But based on what I'm seeing, the person that is Cinco is the person who was with Cash. The person that is with Trina is not Cinco at all.
Very interesting. Daddy knows.
Yeah.
Daddy knows that.
He's not saying that.
Are we going to get, like, Cash brings back somebody to the villa. Trina comes back with nobody. Trina talks to Cinco. Cinco still breaks it off with Trina. Cash doesn't like Charlie anymore. And then they get back together at the end to win the show.
I don't even know if it's gonna be a case of she's not gonna like him anymore, or that, because when, I don't know if you saw in the show, who was it, either Jeremy or Corey or Josh had said to Cinco, oh, Cash must be having such a good time right now. She's probably really going in. And he made a face. He was like, he didn't want to think about it. I'm telling you, I know if he sees her with another man this time, especially another black man, like, he's going
and light skin too.
Yeah, he's going to. I think he's going to go full throttle.
And if older,
and
light
older
skin.
Yeah, like, I think he's going to go full throttle on. Nah, I messed this up. However much he messed up, so.
I'm here for it. And
if he messes up in the villa with the Casa girl, it doesn't matter, because if he dumps Trina, it doesn't matter. Cash is not going to care if she brings back somebody. That's my whole thing. That's why I want her to bring back somebody, because if she doesn't bring back somebody, I think it's going to hurt her more if she stayed loyal to him and he did not stay loyal.
No, she's going to go back with somebody and just be like, I'm just following my heart here, and you never told me that you wanted to be with me. So I'm not going to wait around for you. Yes. Hope so. Cash should really come back with Charlie. Yes. If she continues to hold her breath waiting for Cinco to make a decision, she's going to pass out. Yep. Okay, so it may not be for Will, but I think Kira is all in for him, unfortunately. Yeah.
But that's how it felt. It's felt from the beginning. I think Will the guys even said it. Will is bored. They said that Kira is stifling him, and you can see it. He wants to play. He wants to have fun. I don't know. And I don't think it, and even he said, it's not about sex. He wants to have good conversations. I just don't think that there's anything there to glue them together, other than, like, they are pretty people.
Yeah, pretty people. And they probably kiss well together, but, like, that's kind of it. Earth Angel says, honestly, I like Cinco, but he needs to go. Cache and Raul would fit.
Based on
Trina and Charlie will be a fit.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing it. I'll
have to see more. I have only seen obviously one episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not, based on what I saw in the drop and based on what I'm seeing, I just saw in the Monday exclusive, I'm not seeing that this combo will work right now.
It doesn't seem to me that Cache likes Raul more than a friend.
Yeah, I think he's definitely friend zoned. Yeah, I think he's definitely friend zoned.
And I feel as though Cache is allowing Charlie to in a little bit. And so I feel as though, from what I've seen so far, that Cache and Charlie have made the most romantic progress in their relationship than anybody else in the Casa Amor right now. So I don't see Trina being able to go in on that one, because it also seems like Charlie is all eyes on
Cash. Yeah. I mean, she was on top of him in bed, and he just was laying there, and like it was nothing. Like that's what she needs, and that's the whole thing. I think that's also why we liked her with Cinco, because he also let her be herself. She needs somebody who will allow her to be her crazy self, and they just take it. Which is why I said I like Charlie a little better than Raul, because I think he's laid back enough to let her be her.
Yeah, and just like kind of admire her and like let her be the star.
Yeah,
I like it. Me too. Okay, Kira is behaving the way she is probably because she believes Will is doing the same.
No,
sorry,
I don't think she
and their connection is so strong.
I don't think she believes that, because she keeps saying she's trying not to think about what's going on in the villa. If she believed that, she'd be like, no, I know Will's good. I know that our connection is strong. She would be like that. She's saying she doesn't even want to think about or know what's like in her head, have that anxiety of what's going on in the villa, because she knows that there's potential that something could be going on in the villa. What I think is her problem is that she's going to, whatever he did, she's going to forgive it, because she didn't want to contemplate it in the first place.
Yeah, no, she's and Will can do anything he wants. She will forgive him for anything,
right?
Like, even if it's like Johnny levels of like betrayal with Mercedes, like she will forgive it. I think that she's is more invested in keeping them together than allowing Casa Amor to tear them apart.
Great, I agree.
Olivia needs to go home.
Look like she's gonna bring back the first man she feels like she vibes with the best. It'll be either Cam or Gabe, and that's what it's looking like. Andrew ain't getting no play. I wonder why not, because didn't she say she wanted an older businessman? Like what's going on?
Well, like, remember his conversation with Cash? Like maybe he just doesn't have the chat.
Maybe.
Okay, in my opinion, Trina needs to work on herself before trying to be in a relationship. We 100% agree with you. Her insecurities are seeping through her pores, and she'll end up scaring Cinco away. Absolutely. Well, this is what's holding Cinco in right now, is that he's scared to hurt her feelings, because, like, I think her mental health and stability, he's just, you can sense that. You know when someone like might not be able to handle a breakup, you know what I mean? And so you're kind of like handcuffed into a situation. So that's what I think he's wrestling a lot with, is that he doesn't want to hurt her. And I 100% agree with you that she needs to work on herself, because how she's reacting is not good for her own mental health, and it's not good for their relationship. It's Josh and Purple for me. Okay. I think I like Josh and Cinco. I mean, I thought Purple and Cinco is cute.
Yeah. I mean, I think Leslie is like a Cash light, as I keep saying, that she just vibes with people.
When she did all the acro yoga with Will, like just like having fun.
Yeah. She was talking to Corey. They had a good kiss. Like, I just think she's that type of person that she would vibe with anybody. So it's going to be whoever she has the strongest connection with.
I feel like Will is getting all the love, but if Cinco did what Will is doing, I feel it would be different. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I guess like with Will is being open to making out with people. I think it's the how of it all. I do think that people would be really angry with Cinco, because he didn't really make a decision with his girls. So he has 2 girls that he's already left in limbo. So what, you're going to bring another 4 girls in, like 5 girls in that you're going to make out with?
The problem is that Cinco has been between 2 girls since the beginning. And at this point, he should have made a decision. At this point, he should have had the balls to have a conversation with both of them and tell them straight where they're at. So for him to then go and have a third person just like make this messier, at that point he needs to like just dead both relationships and move on with this third person and be okay with that.
Yeah, and then with Will, he's been pretty honest with Kira. He's
Right.
also not been, his eyes have not been turned really with anybody else. He's always said that he's open to getting to know people. He doesn't want to be rude. You know what I mean? So he's kind of always really said that he was going to do this, and so it doesn't seem like he's kind of doing anything out of turn, like that he's doing anything that we weren't expecting from him. And I think that that's the difference.
No, I mean, because the groundwork was laid, like we were saying. Which ones do we think that the groundwork is being laid that they'll mess up in Casa Amor? I think the groundwork was laid that Will was bored. Will is stifled. Will Will is a nice guy, so he's going to have conversations with other girls, and that means that with Kara not in his ear, that gives potential for him to actually be open to the actual experience of the show. So I think that's why the will is, I think, big deal is not being made at this point. It
just expect it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not surprised by it.
Cinco, we all expect him to fudge this up some way, but he's still in there talking about it's still Trina or Cash for me. What do you mean it's still Trina or Cash for you? A couple days ago it was it's gonna be Cash. Now it's Trina or Cash. So it sounds like you're waiting around to see which one comes back not coupled up.
Exactly. Hi, Virgola. Okay, so I was overhearing Kira talk about Will this episode. Oh, so overhearing. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It'd be different if she was having that conflict and actually doing something, but she's having that conflict, like when
meh.
she's just sitting there meditating. I just wish she would just do that the entire time and be quiet, because it's like you're not bringing something to the show. And everybody who keeps saying, "Oh, they're not showing us enough Kira and Will. There's so much more to them. I know it." I'm like, there's nothing more to them. They would show it. If
there was a storyline there, they would show it. That's it. They're looking for content. They're looking for people that bring the drama. That's why I still don't understand why Giovanni's not in the villa anymore, because it has lost some flavor. It's dry. It's dry, like no salt chicken. It's dry.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Cinco is not coupled up with Cash is not coupled up with Cinco, so I'm not sure how it will work if she comes back alone. I don't think she's coming back with somebody. She's coming back if she has to. She has to come back with Charlie. Like, it's a must-have.
But see, this is my thing. I could see her not coming back with Charlie based on her conversation, because I think it scares her how quickly she actually likes him, and she still likes Cinco, and she's worried about hurting him. And so I could see her coupling up with Raul just as a friend if she thought that she had a chance with Cinco. But I think by the time if what's his name, Charlie, does his work right, she coming back with Charlie.
I think that she's going to come back with Charlie because she's had these deeper conversations with them. I don't think she's
that's what I'm saying. I think if he keeps doing what he's doing, which is have these deep conversations, being, I accept you for who you are, I think she's going to keep him. If something interrupts that, yes, I think it might come into question.
And another reason why I think she'll bring back Charlie as well is that I think Olivia will set her straight. Right? I think Olivia will be like, listen, we're here for ourselves. We're here to explore relationships. We're not here to go back single to see whether or not Cinco is going to choose you. You choose what you want in this moment right now, and you deal with Cinco when you get back, if that's how things are going to be. Just be like, knowing you exploring this relationship is for your highest and best good. So I think that you owe it to yourself to bring back Charlie if you're at all interested in him.
Right. So and I liked when Charlie said that to her as an older guy, saying, but you shouldn't have to wait around for him to come to you and make this decision. Like, it's not fair. And I'm glad he said that, because he could have just been like, yeah, you're right. And Cinco, yeah, you're right. But he gave her the straight. And I think she needs that, from somebody, especially since Giovanni is gone.
I feel like Will is making an emotional connection with Flo beyond the sexual, and that's why I'm worried. I'm more worried for Kira. I agree with you. It seems more sexual with Kira and not emotional. Well, they don't talk about anything.
That's why I'm really happy that he's doing this, because I do feel like that him and Flo could build something, because they stayed up all night and had a conversation. They don't have as much of a language barrier. They even Giovanni said it. He's like, Will is Colombian. I don't think that Kira is technically his type. I think
like usually, no, obviously everybody's could be attracted to anybody, but usually Latin men like someone with a little bit of flavor, just a little bit, like whether there's another Latina, whether it's someone like Caribbean or, you know what I mean? Like they usually like somebody that has a little bit like that kind of ethnicity to them, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
And I don't
Kira
think,
has that flavor.
Yeah, I don't think if he coupled up with Flo, I don't think people would hate it, especially if they show that they're building a really true connection. Because Kira and Will lovers, you know, they can keep saying that I don't see that there's no chemistry. There is no chemistry between them that we're seeing.
It's boring. It's just like kissing. Like it's boring. Yeah. Okay, Shay is bringing back someone. She coupled up with Corey so she could do that. Exactly. Yeah. Hi, Jaquan. Raul comes off a little boring. I mean, I think he comes off a little young to me. He doesn't really have that much substance from what I've noticed so far. Okay, I see his Charlie.
I will say his conversation with Trina, he does have substance. I just don't think it's the substance that will pull Cash.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't judge that. I see Charlie checking Cinco and telling him to back off.
I definitely see it, which is another reason why I want Charlie to come back to the villa, because I know he will be like, I'm 30, you're 25, step off my woman.
Yes, Latoya, thanks for joining us with bringing in the comments. Yes, Charlie likes cachet. I see them in real life. Well, I mean, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I can't. I'm not there yet, because like I don't want to be like I was last season, where I just I planned out their life for them and I thought they were going to go far. I'm not going there this season. Right now, let's get to season finale with two people standing up there trying to get the money. That's all I'm looking for right now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see Trina at all in the episode, really. Not at all. Kira's going to be hurt and she's going to cry. Well, we know she's going to cry for sure. So Cash has known Cinco for 2 weeks, but she's going to know Charlie for 1. I think after a full week, she'll take Charlie back. Yeah, I think she will.
Yeah.
Hi, Brianna. Okay, I agree. I think that Charlie would be more willing to check Cinco, and I definitely would like to see that. Raul would just roll over like he's dating.
He would be Isaiah. He would be Isaiah. He would roll over and allow anything to happen, and then go try to couple up with somebody. She needs a man who's going to stand there and go toe to toe. Yep.
All right. So since you guys asked for it, let's do it.
We just have to trust. Really, I'm just asking that there's no that energy that we felt with our men isn't something they can find with someone else.
Like yesterday when I went to bed, I was thinking a lot. Like after we talked, it was like, okay, what should I do?
We do have something, so I think we just weren't really expecting this.
I don't know.
I mean, where do you stand with Cinco?
There's just been ongoing issues, and it just sucks because I took so long to actually realize my self-worth and wanting to give somebody my all. I do want to be with Cinco, but maybe he's just not the one for me.
I shared a bed with Corey last night, but I was like, I'm gonna talk to you. So
can I have a kiss?
Yeah.
Die! I got it!
I got it! Tag!
Hey! Islanders, today the Villa and Casa Amor will be going head to head.
The winning Villa will win a party. Hashtag in it to win.
Captain.
Girl whose name comes first alphabetically and the boy whose name comes last alphabetically must make out like they mean it.
Let me see.
I don't want
want to think about him making out with someone else. I know he has to because of the game.
The Islander that has been in a couple the longest must share a passionate kiss with the Islander of the opposite sex that has the longest name.
This was my first time kissing Josh.
I mean, I think Shannon is gonna be a little like swimming in her head right now. She's like,
Shannon doesn't know I'm here.
My boy better be behaving over there.
Hey! Marty!
Like I feel like I leave a conversation with you wanting more every single time. And I feel like with you, there's sexual chemistry.
Yeah, like I honestly feel the same way. Like out of all the connections here, I feel like me and you are the best one.
Yeah.
Please be in my bed tonight.
I'm happy with it. I'm good with it. I don't
Please be in my bed tonight. Woo!
I don't know why anybody's mad. And if Cash does not take Charlie back, she screwed herself.
Yeah, I knew that the little Miss Purple like was into him with them like bonding and being from the South and him a Southern gentleman. He does have a swagger that's sexy. He does, and I can see them together. Like they in a weird way they look good together. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it. I'm fine with it. The only person who's going to be hurt is Trina because she's not doing anything in the villa to push herself forward. And as long as Cash goes with the game plan and brings Charlie back, I am good with it.
Yeah, me too. Good with it. Oh boy. Okay. Yes, honey, I need to see Cinco get checked so he can get his mind right. Yes, we do. I'm looking forward to them coming back to the villa because I need to see what happens. First look is yes, Cinco's begging Purple to get in his bed. We just saw this. Anne. Oh my goodness. It might be a good episode tonight. Purple hair better stay out of our black business. Purple hair is going to get messy in there. Yeah.
I told you, she's the one that I liked from the beginning. I think she just
cute.
Has that. She's cute and she's just a little different. And so I'm definitely not surprised that Cinco is attracted to her. And I'm definitely not surprised it's the other way around that she's attracted to him. And I will not be surprised if he decides to couple up with her. Again, I think she's the combo that he is looking for of a little bit of Cash and a little bit of Trina. And maybe this will dead the triangle. Now, my thing is, Trina is going to screw herself if she doesn't bring somebody back. And Cash will screw herself. But I don't think Cash is that stupid. I think she will bring Charlie back.
Me too. Hi, Kanisha. Yeah, they're showing Cinco kissing Leslie outside of a challenge and telling her to sleep in his bed. Oh my God, I know.
I'm here for it. Maybe it will kill this triangle once and for all. Everybody wants her back with Cinco. I just don't feel like he deserves Cash at this point.
That's true, but I wouldn't mind though, like if there's like a drama and then like, yeah, I mean, whatever happens.
I definitely see him seeing her with somebody else so quickly being like, because I think they're going to come back really coupled up. He is going to be pissed and he's going to show his ass. I know he is.
Yeah. And then what's her name? Leslie's gonna be like kind of feeling like, whoa, I didn't realize that they were that strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she'll jump to Corey or Jeremy or
a new guy that comes in.
Yeah.
If Cinco wants to end things with Trina, wouldn't it be better for him to couple up with someone else? He'll ultimately leave that person for Cash anyways if she wants him.
Yes. I love this plan. I'm happy with it.
Trina just needs to find a connection. Leah, hi Leah. So I think that Kira is just with Will because he thinks the public likes him and will keep her safe.
I think their management company sent both of them on the audition and they told them, if you guys both get in the villa, couple up, split the money, we'll take 10%. You guys will be big stars. Blah, 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 blah. There is no connection.
But I do think she likes him, though.
But, yes. And so then when that happened, she met him. She's like, oh, he really is very handsome in person. I think this could work out. And then he's a sweet guy. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has said it. Everybody that's come out the villa has said Will is a super sweet guy. He is the best boyfriend. So I definitely see that she's falling for him, but I just don't think she's his flavor. I think he needs somebody with a little more spice.
A little more spice. Okay, but the thing is, Tamika, Will made it see from the jump he wouldn't have his head turned though. Though he was thought he was mad in love with Kira, but the one time he gets away, his head turns. Giovanni made sense.
He said that when in the very, very beginning, and then Amy came, and his head was turned even. So. I mean, you could say it all you want to until the right person comes and stands in front of you.
Exactly. Leah says, "I'm so sorry, but I feel like over time, Trina hasn't been matching up with the other girls, whether it's looks wise or personality, but she's just bland." That's what I'm saying. Like she's not fun. She's not engaging. She's not a girl's girl, really. She's like she's a grandma, like that's what Giovanni was calling her. So
yeah, Giovanni said she's a stay-at-home mom. And she even said in the drop that she's very introverted. But I mean, even with her conversation with Raul, like you saw a little more sparkle. Then you see she's just. I just think there's not that much to her. Except for when her insecurities come out, then she's catty and that's fine. But I think what happened is she's in a place where she is really good friends with all these people, so she can't be that way because she knows that people will hate her.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy and Corey are like different people in Casa. It's so weird to me that they both got a personality overnight. I know everybody's be like, "Oh my God, Jeremy's so great. Jeremy's so funny." Jeremy's a little bit more interesting in Casa Amor. I'm agreeing with you here, Big Reg.
I'm still blocking him out. I don't pay any attention to him. I'm like, who's he with? Oh, he's still with Jenny. Okay, fine. I was paying attention to Corey. Corey's funny. Corey is a sweet guy. You could tell he wants a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and he's talking to all the girls. They're having good conversations. Like I said, I think Corey has the pick of whoever he wants at the end of the day. He's going to be like, I like her. I'll just grab her and take her back. For the rest of the
I don't feel like he's actually making connections with these women, though. That's the only thing.
Absolutely
with Corey, it doesn't seem like any of the women actually really like him or anything like that. But he will be able to bring whomever he wants to back to the villa. I do agree with that.
He says that he really likes Isabel. They were making out. I just, it is what it is. She's a little young. He's a little old. He's 28. She's 21.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And she acts 21.
And she acts 21. That's what I was going to say. She it's not like Florida, who's a couple years younger than him, so she's a little more grown woman, and she goes after what she wants. This girl's a little more go after you want, immature. And so I don't think they work.
Well, it's kind of like when you're in your early 20s as a woman, what I've noticed is that you're kind of just getting used to your sexuality and how, like, knowing that you can, like, a 21-year-old woman can get any man that they want. Yeah. Any man, and they're just learning their power, and so I just think that she doesn't really know how to use her power properly, just because she's young and she's inexperienced and she hasn't had realized oh my God, I can do whatever I want here. So it's definitely a very immature stance on let me go get this guy, because it's like you can get any guy you want. So
and that's why I was like, somebody was like, "Oh, do you really believe her that she wants Corey?" I said, I really believe that that's who she wants, because she could get whoever, she's that young that she thinks she could get whoever she wants to, however she wants to. We saw her wipe off the lipstick off the thing. If she wanted Will, she would have went after Will. I think she really does want Corey. I just don't think that it's a relationship building thing that's going to happen, because I just don't see that they're a real match. Yeah. And that's just it.
Hi, Charlene. So if I was Trina, I would find a connection since she knows Cinco, how Cinco feels.
I don't think she does. She keeps saying, I need to have a conversation with him. I'm trying to stay loyal to show him that I can be loyal. And I'm just like, girl, you've been loyal this whole time. What is that going to show him?
Okay, Shannon's little sister's best friend, Jenny, is just faking that she's interested in Jeremy because no other girl is really going for him, and she's just looking for a lifeline. She's looking for a lifeline.
Yeah.
I'd go for
She
Jeremy
really
for
likes
sure.
Josh. She really likes Josh. And as we see with the with the game tonight, she's gonna get to kiss him, and so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I don't know if she necessarily likes Jeremy. He's just easy picking.
I think Corey's gonna get to the Florida call when he gets dumped like Connor did. Oh my God, you think?
She said that she's waiting for him. I could see it. I could definitely see it. So we'll see whether they actually last. Who knows?
Why aren't any of the boys in Casa Amor really going for Olivia? She doesn't really put off an inviting vibe. Like, I think she's very pretty. I think she's a great friend to Cash. I think that they have decent conversations, but when she's interacting with the men, I find that there is a wall that's kind of up there. It's unavailable. It's a wall that usually you see if somebody has a boyfriend. They have this wall that's kind of up. It's invisible, but they're not engaging with you. Like, they're not like getting to the core of you. You're not seeing her real self. And so I feel like the men aren't really connecting to her because it's like an interview or just words back and forth. I think it's because she's not interested, and so she's not open to like having them, really penetrate her vibe and her spirit. And so that's why I think that nobody's interested in her. She's not giving off the vibe that she's available.
Yeah. So a couple of things from Giovanni's interview. Apparently, her best friend said that she knows that Olivia's going to miss Giovanni, based on just what she knows of her. I think it's a lot of that, but she said before he left that she thanked him for opening her up in the experience because he really taught her a lot. So you do see her say that she wants to be different because in the beginning when she met the OG guys, she cut herself off that none of these guys were for her.
She hasn't changed that much though.
She hasn't changed that much. With these guys, but you do see her at least
having the conversation, whereas I don't think she did that before. So you have Cam who thought she was a certain way, and now he's like, oh, I think Olivia is a great girl. Maybe I'll talk to her more, because basically me trying to talk to Kira is a dead situation. So, that's that. Jaquan's not gonna lie, he likes Charlie for cash. I mean, I don't necessarily, he's not my style, my type, but if she ends up getting with him, I support her. I support it. Woo, Alexander's over the Cinco situation. I don't even want him and Cash together anymore. He can't be assertive, and I get he doesn't want to hurt Trina, but someone will. It's unavoidable. Yeah, I mean, I'm not over the situation, but I want it to be
resolved.
Done. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm so sorry, but watching Trina cry is so funny to me. Oh, don't say that out loud. The Trina stands are gonna come for you.
Yeah, but this is my thing. She hasn't cried for real on any show other than an online show that few people have watched. Like, she's not really crying. Yeah. There was no tears.
All my insecurities are coming out, and I just being here. I just want someone to choose me.
I don't not like Cinco. I don't like the situation. Like, I am the type of person, like, if you're going to be my man, you have to tell me that. Like, I hate feeling like, what's going on? Why do I feel like there's no actual assertive thing that we are a couple? So I like a man that knows what he wants and goes after it. I do not like wishy-washy men.
Absolutely. Wishy-washy is my least favorite thing. I lived in Vancouver for 4 years, and the men there are so wishy-washy that they don't even ask a woman out on a date.
Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. Like, I need a man to be like, you're the one I like. I'm going to come after you and show you that I like you. And I just don't think that Cinco has done that.
Yeah, he hasn't. And I think it's because he doesn't want to close the door and he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I get that. But you know what? You just got to make a decision, because you being an assertive man, showing what you want is very sexy, A. Right. And B, people will not get as hurt as you leading them on.
Right.
That's just how it is. He's testing the connections there. I'd rather that than fake it like Will for 4 weeks.
But I mean, okay, so probably in real life, and I thought about this last night, probably in real life, he would not couple up with either girl. He would date them both. They probably wouldn't know it. Even if they were friends, he would make sure that they don't know it, date them both, figure out who he likes for however long, maybe months or a year, and then choose the one he wants. That is not this show.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to figure out who is your strongest connection, get with them eventually, and stick with them. I'm not saying you guys have to get married. I'm not even saying y'all do the girlfriend-boyfriend dance around the villa.
If they want to win the game, they have to do it or something like that.
But you have to pick your strongest connection. And I was one of those people who I didn't hate what Carrington did on his season. A lot of people hated what Carrington did.
I hated what Kirsten did. I was just like, get over him. Like, don't make yourself look like you're pathetic because you didn't bring back somebody because you're waiting on this guy that has already told you multiple times that he's not that into you, that he's not into you at all.
Right.
So,
yeah, I actually appreciated what Carrington did, because he was going to go to his strongest connection. And I know at the end he was conflicted between Lakin and Laurel, and he ultimately decided to stick with Laurel. But I think he really was trying to search for a true connection, and he wanted to make sure that connection was strong. And they did try outside the villa. It just didn't work. I was fine with that, but he was doing one woman at a time, not the same two women for weeks. Weeks now. Like, that's not right. That's not right.
Girl number 3, he might finally make a decision and choose her.
Exactly, and that's fine.
He's going to choose her, probably.
But I have a feeling we're going to be right back here.
I don't think it's going to conclude anything.
I think it's going to be, instead of Trina and Cash, it's going to be Leslie, Cash, Cinco, Charlie. And that's where we're going. That's where we're headed. And somebody has to dead the situation. And I don't know who's going to dead it.
Oh, okay. At this point, Trina and Kira are more compatible. Don't kill me.
They would be perfect for each other. They would be perfect for each other.
Jeremy is the Hugo of the season. He gets happy to meet new girls and then just want to be friends.
Yeah, and they both should be gone.
Mm-hmm. Hello, all. Did any of you see the interview with Giovanni? I did. I'm glad he clarifies a bit more about Cash and Cinco in there. Cinco was his best friend in the villa. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and Cinco was his best friend, and then Cash was his third best friend, basically the top girl. He is mad at Cash. I understand he's salty. But the reason he's mad at Cash is just so funny to me. So I think he's half joking, but half kind of serious. He just felt like Cash should have, because of who Cash is, she should have been able to convince all the girls to choose him to stay. And I just don't.
I think it was the producers, though.
Yeah, I just believe that it was the producers, because I just don't. You can't tell me Trina chose Jeremy to stay. I just don't see that. It's
a bad move. Hi, Misty. Thanks for joining us. Trina is boring and she needs to leave the island. It's not good for her mental health. Yeah, we agree. Hi, Sans. You like 50 minutes. Not bad. We haven't really talked about the episode, but we kind of have indirectly. So yeah, we're still here for a little bit longer. No worries at all. Okay, Leah says, I feel like the difference between the boys and girls in Casa Amor, because the girls seem like they're just trying to get in and the boys want to find someone.
Yeah, because they also chose older men. So that's the difference. They chose older men, established men. Charlie has a trucking business. He also went viral, half naked on a bunch of stuff. But he's also 30. He probably is looking for somebody. Whether that's long term or just for now, we don't know. But I think Andrew is an ad exec or marketing exec. These people are older, established men, while the girls are. I mean, Isabel is a 21-year-old college student. They just are trying to get
Instagram followers and some Fashion Nova deals. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, Kay said apparently on the drop, Kay owns a swimwear line that she created. And I think she was telling Josh, because Josh is still in school, getting his master's. I think she said she didn't go to school. She just opened up her business because she just felt like that was the way she wanted to go. But she has a swimwear line, so she needs people to follow her to sell her swimwear.
Exactly. They have the women have different intentions than the men. Absolutely. Yeah. Trina is giving me very much Maria vibes, and not in a good way. Who's Maria?
I think she means Moira.
Oh, Moira.
No, Trina's not Moira to me. She's a little more. Moira, I think, would be Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia's more Moira to me as well. And aren't they both Pisces? Isn't?
Yeah. Moira.
Well, Moira's a Pisces for sure. Isn't Olivia Pisces? No, Josh is.
I don't remember.
Or she Capricorn?
I'd have to look it up again.
Okay, but when the guys put all their eggs in one basket, you put yourself in a vulnerable state to get hurt. And look at Corey. He put it all out there, but did she wanted Jeremy? Well, he didn't really play that well.
Yeah, that's the point of the show, though. Like, you're supposed to because I had to tell this to somebody. They're like, "Oh, Kasha's being thirsty. Why is she going after all the men? She's being too thirsty, don't you think?" And I'm like, I wish people, before they make comments like this, would actually understand the point of the show. The point of the show is to find a connection and to find the strongest connection. If she sat around waiting for some guy to come to her and pick her up, she would not get anywhere on the show.
Mm-hmm. Notice that Cinco don't go after women; he has them coming after him. Mm-hmm. That's what people love. Like he seems unattainable, so that's why he's also very attractive.
Yeah.
Hi, Adrian. I don't think that Cinco has much experience with dating. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Olivia is a Cancer. Was it Olivia you're talking about? Olivia.
Yeah. So another water sign. So that makes sense too. That she doesn't get along that well with Giovanni, because Giovanni's a Leo and that's a fire. Fire and water. Fire makes water boil. Water puts out fire. So they don't really do well together.
Leslie is an Aries.
Oh yeah, Leslie. So Aries is like Trina, actually.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. She's the combo. I think he should just go with her. I really do. I think he should just go with her.
Hi, CJ. So Cinco should learn from Wes about just like how to get a girl and stick with her, and then like get kicked off the show and then go traveling in Hawaii.
I think that Charlie's a Cancer. Charlie's a Cancer.
That works. Oh, that works better for Cash. That's the best. Well, they're opposites, but it's a good match though. Still, better than Cinco, who's a Sagittarius.
Oh, I am loving this. I'm good. I am good with all of this.
I think Josh is going to pull a Callum from Love Island UK season 6.
What and go with a Molly, and when the person thought that they had the strong connection, I don't see Josh doing that. I think Josh is gonna. I think Callum and Molly. Remember, he was with Shauna. And then he went to
they're together still though.
And they're together. That's what I'm saying. That's because he found his person. I don't think he ever liked Shauna. Whereas I think Josh really liked. Yeah. He just latched onto her, and then that it was more of a Kira Will situation in that I think she sucked onto him and wouldn't let him like explore anything. So then when he was away from her, she like was not in his ear to tell him what he could and could not do. So then he found his true connection in Casa Amor. I actually was very happy with what Callum did. Got him kicked off, but they're still together.
Yes, he found what he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, I'm actually, now that I know that they're signs, I'm more rooting for Leslie and Cinco right now.
Mm-hmm.
They work better. Sorry, Leslie and Cinco, and then Cash and Charlie do work better elementally. They do. They cancel Jeremy out first. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what
that means, Latoya. I was so confused when the girls chose Jeremy because his personality is comparable to a brick. No offense to the brick.
I'm still not getting it. And I definitely think it's tense this season, earlier than I think the producers will be happy with. They really should have found a way to keep Giovanni. They really should have. I know it might have been a racial mix thing, or I don't know what it was. If it was a producer, you got to keep my son on this.
I think the women, though, that they brought in there, I don't think any of them would have gone for Giovanni necessarily.
He said he liked Kay and one other person, and I don't know who. I think, not Kay, sorry, Isabel. She had the pink bathing suit. I actually think he could have vibed with Kay. I just don't know.
She doesn't seem to be that
he said on his interview he liked Amy and Florita. He says initially it has to be a physical attraction for him, meaning like the person.
He said what? He said what? The red bikini and the black bikini and the black heels is what he said. That's
yeah.
I don't remember who.
I think that was when I looked at it. I think it was Isabel that came in like that.
Are you sure the black heels isn't Flo?
But the black heels was Flo. So he said red bikini, which was Isabel, and the black heels, which is Flo. But considering how much, but I think he said he's Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Probably Dominican. He looks more Dominican.
One of those two. No, he said Puerto Rican and Haitian.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he said English is not his first language. So I don't know. He could have maybe pulled Flo. Maybe.
He needed to be spitting some of that Spanish that Will has got on lock. You know, he should have been like, "Ay, cómo estás, muy bien, y tú?" You know, like you need to bring some of that. Maybe he doesn't speak it. Who knows? But,
I don't know. Yeah,
that's what he needed to do, I think. But yes, Kira is too clingy and boring. Agreed. Olivia had a birthday in there. Yeah, she's Cancer.
She's a Cancer.
Cancer is just finished.
Cancer just finished. Giovanni's birthday was in 2 days. Corey's birthday was the other day. Leo just started.
Yeah, exactly.
Leo just started.
If Cinco couples up with Leslie Purple, he will be dumped in the next vote. I don't think he will be dumped, though.
I don't think that he will be, but if he is, bye.
Wes got his girl and got out of Dodge. Yes, like they're doing these stories, and like I feel like she is in love with him. Like
that's what somebody said. What were they? She's a Aquarius.
She's Aquarius. Well, we don't know if she's Aquarius or if she's Capricorn, because on her post on Instagram it says like a birthday, something about her birthday. It didn't say happy birthday on that particular day, but it was before. It was like early January, which would be Capricorn. But then you said you saw online that her birthday she was Aquarius. So
yeah, it says Aquarius, and then he is a Gemini,
which is one of the perfect matches. Just saying. I'm so sorry. I'm biased. Purple hair better stay out of our black business.
Listen, it's I don't care that much. I really don't. If he wanted to choose one of the black women, he would have chose one of the black women.
Already.
So if she wants to come take him and he gets taken, I don't care.
Yeah. If Cinco doesn't bring back Charlie, I think I'm going to lose my mind. Claire, don't you lose your mind. You're okay. Sorry, Cash. I may even have to take a break from the show because of how frustrated I'll be. Claire, it's okay.
It'll be okay. We got our fingers crossed. And that's the other thing, too. People are like, that that he likes girls with Hispanic girls and white girls, and I'm like, this is Love Island. None of that matters. Like Charlie, and I think Raul, that all they like are friends or whatever. I'm like, listen, guys, it does not matter on this show. Y'all have to get over that on this show. He came for cash. Let's go with that.
Exactly. Charlie's at the age where he's looking for a wife and mother of his children. He's got all the mind games and sexing women out of his system by now. Not necessarily, but like he is more mature for sure.
Yeah.
Than most of the men in there so far.
Yeah.
When Amy coupled up with Wes, it just went down for her cause. She just started to disappear, and Wes got zero airtime. Well, she was still interested in Jeremy, and I don't know why, but like I think that she realized that like maybe he's more funny and more charismatic and a lot better looking in real life. But outside the villa,
if she hadn't been given those confessionals of I still like Jeremy, I think we might have had a different maybe outcome.
They wanted to make it look like Jeremy was like wanted by people. Which he wasn't. Hi Taylor. So he would have never gone for Kay. He's not into black girls like that.
This is what no, I think she's saying Giovanni.
Oh no, Corey. He and Corey. Oh, Giovanni and Corey.
Yeah. Again, that's not the point of the show.
I don't see him and Kay at all. Giovanni and Kay, I don't see that. I don't see from the vibe that she's brought from on my TV screen.
Yeah.
Like I don't see her really vibing with anybody that's in the villa. She just kind of she seems a little bit reserved. I haven't seen her personality. She doesn't seem like fun to me. And Giovanni seems to like people that are fun or like smiley or like just like kind of like a little bit like a big personality, and she doesn't seem to have that for me. So I just don't see him wanting another Olivia type where he has to like pull it out of her. Like,
which is why I was saying maybe he would couple up with Kay, because again, I think she is more of an Olivia type. But I think she, again, based on the conversation she had with Josh, sweet girl. I just don't see any of them being her vibe in there. But Giovanni seems very interested in Sally. So
yeah, I'm hoping that that's a thing. But he doesn't want to go to California. He likes Miami. So
I know. I was sitting there like, dude, everybody's telling you to come to California for a reason. Shut up and get on a plane.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just go through this episode a little bit. So we talked a lot about things that happened within the episode, but we're right back into the game that both of the villas are playing. So Jeremy had to do the best and worst kisser. He only said the best, so that was nice, but he kissed all the girls. Said Flo. Cash had to swap some clothes with Cam, which was funny. I liked how he really embraced that, and he was given the walk and the look. He was posing like a model. It was cute.
He slightly redeemed himself in my eyes. He's not necessarily as dead to me as he was.
Good. Flo had to kiss the neck of an island that she's attracted to, and this was Will, and she turned him on. He was like, oh wow, he gave him a kiss at the end of it, and it looked like he was enjoying that a lot. Like even that alone, I feel like he enjoyed that more than any of the kisses that he's had with Kira. Just that one up the neck and onto his lips.
Yeah, I mean, because she didn't make it boring. Like it was different.
Look at Charlie kissing Cash and neck. I don't remember that.
Oh, he kissed her on the neck. It was kind of fire as well.
Okay.
Their chemistry is good to me.
I thought it was really gross, the whipped cream kiss with Gabe and Olivia. That grossed me out. When I was younger, I had to, I don't know if you ever watched You Can't Do That on Television, but it was a show where, like, if you got a question wrong, you get slimed. And so we had, like, a game when I was, like, I don't know, like 11 or something in French class. And if you got it wrong, you'd get whipped cream all over your face. And I remember I got whipped cream on my face because I got a question wrong, and the whipped cream can was rotten. And so rancid whipped cream was all over my face. It was in my hair. It was in my nose. And I remember going to the bathroom and trying to wash it off. I could just smell rotten whipped cream in my nose forever. So I can never have whipped cream now without tasting what it tastes like to be rotten.
Rancid.
Yeah. So I'm not a whipped cream girl. Like I can see why it tastes good, but it also tastes like rotten and rancid to me. So that grosses me out for sure. Will does say that he'll sleep with anybody, not sleep, but like share a bed with anybody, just as long as it's the pillow divider. And we're like, will you, Willy, will. Flo likes Cinco, Will, and Josh, and so she's finding it interesting that all the people that she likes are the people that are already kind of coupled up with somebody. Josh finds Shannon's lingerie underneath the bed. I thought she was taking it with her, but she left it for him in his bed, which I thought was a smart move. I like these little sabotages. It's cute, I think.
Just before bed, when he was about to, she knew when he was about to crawl into bed, some girl who you got to think about. Did you hear what Will said when he said, "Oh, I'll think about bunnies and animals, baby animals, and Kira"? And I'm like, so thinking about Kira deflates you? Does that make sense? Like, I was so confused when he said that.
Wait, say that again?
So remember, he was like, he'll sleep with anybody.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I just have to put pillows between me because otherwise I'll have a hard on. And then he was like, and then I have to think about things to get it to go away. He's like bunnies and woodland animals. And then he said Kira. And I'm like, shouldn't, if you think
I think it's like, if you think it's like kind of like thinking about your mother or something, like he'll get in trouble, or the fact that he would, if he thought about Kira, he'll just be reminded that he likes her, doesn't want to hurt her. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
I was just like, shouldn't thinking about Kira make you still hard? I don't know.
I see what you're saying though, but I think I get where he's coming from here. Latoya doesn't think the 1-year-old girl likes Corey. I'm not really sure. I don't really feel like anybody was into Corey, to be fair. I'm sorry, Corey. Nope, and he don't like her either. He's just like the attention. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he had a better conversation with Leslie, personally.
Wait, that girl can have anyone she wants. She's checking for rappers? Really? And Fashion Nova deals, just like they said.
Yeah.
We're talking about Flo or talking about somebody else? I want to hear Flo Money rap. Or don't you? Or she DJ?
I don't trust Isabel. Maybe I think they're talking about Isabel, but yes, Flo it said that she was a rapper. So
I want to hear her spit some bars.
Yes, I want to hear her rap.
Me too. So bedtime, we see Corey and Isabel kissing in bed. Wait, Isabel's a purple hair, right?
No, Leslie.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
So,
Because Isabel is the young one that kind of, I think, is a wannabe Mercedes. That's what I'm feeling. Jeremy is kissing Genevieve in bed, and then Will and Flo are talking in Spanish apparently all night long, which I think was like, I told you, this is the end. Get a guy to teach you something. They love teaching. Mm-hmm. So very smart on her part to be having these intimate talking moments all night long and not wanting to go to sleep. That's dangerous. That's more dangerous than kissing outside of a challenge, I think.
I agree.
So in the morning, Will is making all the girls breakfast. Like he's doing it right. He's doing it right to make everybody want him. So what else happened? Anything else specifically interesting? Okay, so we see some acro yoga with Will. So Will and Leslie are doing some acro yoga, but he says he's still thinking about Kira, which is good. Kira and Olivia have a little bit of a chat, and Olivia has a whole new perspective, but Kira knows where her heart is, and she has solidified really her feelings now. Being in Casa Amor, like she knows that she really wants to be with Will. I'm like, oh shit. Just find a connection with somebody a little bit, just to like not be pining away over this man right now, because you're going to get really hurt.
I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm trying to think if I should wait until tonight's episode to ask the question. I might write it down and ask it tomorrow. Because I want to see if we think one way is going to happen with Kira, but keep going.
So we have Corey and Flo talking about his kiss. She thinks that she likes Will though, so that's always not good if like you're talking about like not Corey. Right. So he came. Will then comes over with the popsicles, and then she has like a fear of wood, which I thought was just, like random. But it could be like the feeling of like that type of like it's like it's kind of like nails on a chalkboard. I think that's probably what she's feeling about it. I don't like the texture of that necessarily either. Not as bad as her, obviously, but I get it. And you see later in the episode, she is having a popsicle, but she has like the wrapper around the bottom of it. So I thought it was really funny. So Genevieve and Josh talk. She's really young. She talked about the fact that she knows Shannon and that she thinks that Shannon is really into him. And when she saw him, they all thought that he was her type. And so that's actually solidified things a lot with Josh, being like, wow, like, okay, she's being serious here. Like, she's not playing me. She really is into me. So I thought that was good for their relationship. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to deter him from, having his head returned.
Yeah.
But at least he knows. Like, she's very confident in Shannon's feelings for Josh, which I think is important.
I do think Josh was concerned of whether or not Shannon was being real about her feelings with him. So I do think he actually generally liked having that information.
Okay, Carla, I think you're onto something. Okay, I think the reason why Corey can't get no one is because Corey can't kiss and is awkward with this conversation with the girls. He's cute, though, and sweet. I agree.
He had better conversations with Flo and Leslie because he wasn't trying to go after them sexually.
Yeah, and his kisses don't look great, to be honest. They look like Shannon's like stupid like challenge kisses.
Aggressive.
It's just aggressive, but it's like that's not a good kiss.
Yeah. No.
Like, because like you can tell like Shannon knows how to kiss properly. Because when they're in the hideaway, she was kissing properly, and it wasn't like that weird kiss thing that she was doing. So I don't know if he knows how to kiss well. Maybe he's the virgin. Will now shows his real self. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at Will though. I don't know what it is. I'm not mad. All of them girls like Will, no lie. Exactly. They are selling. They just want to get into the villa. Do you think that she's going to do that? I don't know. Did they have a conversation? Was it them that no, it was Josh and Trina. No, it was Raul and Trina that had the drop date, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Trina fans seem to think that it was like the best thing under this earth, and I think it was good. I don't think I'm not like, oh my God, she's definitely going to bring him back. So
I don't think she's going to bring it back. I think she's going to pull a Kirsten and like, I'm going to go back alone and like, just to make him feel bad about not picking me. Yeah. I think that's what Trina's going to go back alone for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Will is a gigolo, just like Giovanni said. Did Giovanni say that Will is a gigolo? I don't remember that.
I don't remember him saying that ever.
Kay said Corey is sloppy with the kiss when he kissed Leslie. Mm-hmm. But the way Corey grabs girl's neck when he kisses, I don't know. Mm. Corey can be taught how to kiss. This is true. All right, what else happened in this episode? Cam and Olivia have a talk. He likes her. I think it's also because Kira friend zoned him pretty much. Like, I'm pretty much just into Will, but I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Kira, I even wrote down next, like the girls chat, Shannon talks about how she really likes Josh. It might have even been when she says, I'm in love with Josh. I'm not sure if that was later or not, but Kira misses Will as we just expected here. What else? Will feels a bit of attraction to Flo, which is a problem, but he is going to be open about it. He's going to see if there's a connection, and like that's a problem because what I think, not a problem in a good way, like Flo, she's tall, beautiful. She seems a little more womanly in the sense that like she seems to have been in a lot of relationships. She knows how to handle a man, it seems, and I think that she's going to go in and she's going to get Will's head to turn. I think that he's going to forget about Kira if he spends more time getting to know Flo.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with, I think it's either he's going to change to Flo or it's going to be a Amy Curtis situation where he allows somebody else to take
and then pursue her.
Yeah, that he really liked back into the villa, and he has to tell Kira, yeah, that girl over there, that's not with me. I thought about changing to her, but I decided on you. And I think it's going to be a problem.
Ooh, I didn't hear him say that.
I don't remember him saying that at all, that he was a gigolo. I think I heard him say that he's Colombian and he doesn't think that Kira is his flavor. I don't remember him saying gigolo.
I'll definitely go back. Well, they're just so boring. So I was like, kind of like, I was taking a shower while I'm listening to it. So I might not have like fully paid attention, but I don't remember him saying that. I feel like my ears would have perked up for that.
Yeah.
She said her mom was Nicaraguan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if she is full or just part.
She said part. She said part.
Rumor has it Will and Kira already knew each other. Yes. They do stay close to each other. When Will saw Kira for the first time, he did say, "How have you been?" Yeah, we know that they live in the same area. We know that they have the same management company. We know that they're potentially, he liked maybe some photos of her on social media before they were going into the villa. So he might have an awareness of who each other is. And maybe know in a game sense, like, hey, like it could be good for us to win and it would be great for our brand to like stay together in the end. And I find you attractive. I think that maybe that's the game plan that they came in with. I think that Kira fell for him. Yeah. And Will hasn't exactly fell for him.
He's sticking to the game plan. He's sticking to the game plan, but he's not really into her. And so when the girl that he is really into actually steps into the villa, I think he's going to be in conflict. I think he's going to be like, do I choose this girl and hope that everybody sees that I'm really in love with this girl, or do I stick with the game plan?
I was curious, very curious what he's going to do. So the interview, like after the island with Elizabeth and Alex, is that the interview you're talking about, or is there another one that maybe I haven't seen yet?
Yeah.
Not on the show. Love Island After Dark, I believe, is the name of the... No, it's After the Island that you must be talking about. Yeah. I remember he said during a challenge that his first impression of him was the European gigolo. Okay, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
But he said that's his first impression of him, but I think that's since changed. So I don't remember him saying he felt he was a gigolo.
A gigolo is a male prostitute or like a woman pleaser, we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else happened this episode? Because I know you have to go.
You know, Will it sells weed, right? You do realize this, right?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's a bud tender.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I remember now. Okay.
So I don't know. I just don't see him and Kira together for real though.
Hi, Journey on Paper. Okay, after the island, Giovanni said that Will and Kira are faking it. I saw that. I heard him say that. I haven't heard the gigolo part.
Yeah.
It's just Giovanni on the interview.
I don't know.
But who gave the interview? Was it Alex and Elizabeth? Or was it a completely different platform?
Yeah.
Because
I know he did another one with another girl. No. He's the one with Sally and Justine comes out tomorrow. He did another one with a different podcast, but I don't know if that one has posted yet.
Now you love Will because he's a butt tender. Hilarious, Carla. All right, so Olivia and Cash are in the hot tub and they're kind of, debating, giving Charlie a chance. And just like, I know they just have to have these conversations. Just give him the damn chance, Cash. Give him the damn chance.
You know what? I think it's her being real and authentic, that she is conflicted, but she needs to get over this conflict. Like, exactly. It's been days now. Get over it.
Exactly. Wait, so Corey telling them that they are playing chicken. Oh yes. Okay, so checkers at a nightclub, at a strip club, and that's like, so Corey really wants all the guys to like not be in these relationships and not be boring. He's like, come on, we have all these girls that are basically throwing themselves at us. Like, let's go have a good time. Let's go have some fun. So he's kind of comparing what the guys are doing that are in relationships, being like playing checkers in a strip club, which I thought was kind of funny. He wants to show these women a good time. Cinco and Kay, she talks about like, that she's not on his radar and she wants to be and she should be. And I'm just like, you don't know how to make this work with Cinco. When's Kay's birthday? You said she was, do you know?
Kay?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Charlie and Cinco in the hot tub, and they do have another good conversation in the sense that like he's getting to know where she's at, and hopefully it doesn't push him away, but saying that she's kind of still in a situation, but she wants to get to know him. So I like that conversation, just explaining to him where she was at, because the transparency is going to be helpful. Genevieve and Will, I felt that he kept on looking at her boobs because those boobs are gigantic. But Will kept on like looking down at her boobs and thought it was funny. Then there is a dance montage of them in the nighttime, everybody dancing. We see Olivia kissing Cam. And the girls play Never Have I Ever, and the boys play Dare. So we see a few dares with Leslie and Flo kissing. We see another whipped cream kiss with Cinco and Kay. I thought it was, this was another line though that Jeremy was saying that was funny. He kept on, when they were doing the chocolate on the stomach, they're like, he kept on being like, sonogram. There's the sonogram. I thought that was actually funny of Jeremy. And then
it doesn't look like they have Kay at all yet.
All right. Well, we can find out soon.
Yeah.
And then lastly, just with some of the last few Never Have I Ever, we learned that Olivia's out of the game because she has done everything that they suggested, including the Mile High Club. We do see Corey and Leslie kiss, and we see Josh and Leslie kiss a couple of times. So I'm still interested, obviously, in what's going on here. I do think that the person that's bringing the most interesting stuff into Casa Amor or into the villa is Leslie and Flo. I think that those are the two women that will be taken back into the villa. I don't really, and maybe Jenny. Ooh.
Yeah. So Jeremy is a Pisces, and Jenny is a Taurus. So now I have to like her.
You guys are getting same birthday, probably.
So they would be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see him taking her back into the villa.
Yes, Dakota, we already took a look at the first look. Well, you know, guys, it's obviously been a really great conversation today, but we do have to say sayonara for today.
Yeah.
If you have any more thoughts or comments, just comment down below. We're going to still take a look at them, but we both have to get offline right now at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. And Tamika, where do you want people to find you?
You can find me at Entertainment in Color on IG, Twitter, Facebook. I might start a group page on Facebook just so we can talk other shows.
Do it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. We'll just get a group together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So awesome, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, where I'll be talking about Love Island UK. And then 3 p.m. we'll be seeing more of this Casa Amor fallout from Love Island USA Season 3. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Obviously, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we will talk to you soon. Tomorrow.
Bye, guys.